Welcome back, everyone, to the Queen of TV channel. Before we get into our intro, let's get our three things out first. Please watch the video to the very end and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There will be cussing and profanity in this video. If that's not your cup of tea, this channel's not for you. Lastly, I'll be giving my honest opinion about the episode and the show as a whole. Now, our intro. Welcome, everyone. I am your queen, the host herself, and you are the prince of princesses. Why? Because you're either a subscriber or you are a viewer. Either way, welcome. Today we'll be talking about season 1 of H2O, episode 21, Red Herring. We start the episode off at the marine park with Rikki and Emma. Emma is taking pictures for a family. Rikki tells her that she could have just said no, but Emma reminds her that, well, she had to do something because Rikki has been MIA a lot. Rikki says she has, and Emma lets her know that she knows that she will tell her when she is ready. They bump into Byron, who gives Emma a compliment, saying that it's nice to know that Emma is dependable, and Emma takes that as an insult. It bothers her so much that she asks Rikki and Cleo's opinion. Rikki asks her if she counts every time she chews her food. Emma admits that she does, and Rikki decides to opt out the conversation. Cleo tries to make light of the situation, but Emma takes that as a yes. She is very dependable and she's sick of it. So she decides to dye her hair. More on that when we get to that. Rikki is accused, not directly, but in a vague response, of keeping a secret from Miss Chatham, who shows up and tells the girls that they must always stick together and not keep secrets from each other. They all said that they are not keeping secrets, and she is side-eyeing Rikki, which Rikki quickly notices. Rikki meets Zane on the beach and they're talking. Zane trying to convince her to date him. She's giving him the runaround, and this is where they see Mrs. Chatham spying on them. Rikki tells him not to think nothing of it, but Zane still is puzzled. He also brings up the fact if Rikki will still accept his offer of them dating. She gives him a flat out no. We see that Cleo is at Emma's house and she's getting ready to dye Emma's hair. Emma is all gun-ho about it and is not backing down, so they begin. Zane is at the Juice Net Cafe when Lewis shows up and orders a drink and tells Wilfred that one of these days you are going to be disgusted with an order that I give you. And Lewis believes that this is going to happen. Well, Wilfred doesn't and sarcastically tells him, yeah, sure, Lewis. Lewis noticed that Zane is there and sees that Zane is on the computer, asking him what is he doing. Zane says that he is looking up something on Miss Chatham and wants to know if Lewis knows anything about it. Lewis says no, he doesn't. No one does, and tells Zane that people think that he is already obnoxious, thoughtless, and nothing but a rich boy. Let's not add Stalker to that list. He does not listen to Lewis, and he continues to look up information, finding a very old video about Mrs. Chatham back in the 1950s when she was still 15. So this is probably 1955. Miriam shows up and is taken aback when she sees Lewis and Zane together, and Zane tells her that he does not have time for her, which she's not used to hearing and is very sad about it. He continues to look at the video where he finds out that the same sea monster that saved the fisherman also saved him. And Miss Chatham was the one that rescued him. So now he wants to get information from her. Lewis tries to stop him, but he doesn't listen. While at Emma's house, Rikki finally shows up, and Cleo forgot that Emma had to get her hair wet. Rikki sees that the box of hair dye that Cleo got is not the hair dye that she told Emma that she was putting in her hair. But they continue anyway. And once they get done and wash it all out, they for some reason try to make it seem like it's bad. I mean, the color suits her. It's obvious it's a wig, but it's not as bad as she thinks it is. But Rikki says that she is one red clown nose from flipping burgers. She done pulled a Ronald McDonald on this girl. Emma says that she looks awful, and Cleo had said that the box told her, because she had read the label, that it would get better once it was dry. We'll never know that. Not because of the fact that Cleo instead has to leave and go to work because she's late, so Rikki has to do it. No, it is because once Cleo runs into Zane and says goodbye to him and leaves, he asks Rikki if Emma is there, and she says yes, and she tries to prevent him from going upstairs to the bathroom. Emma starts drying off her hair, and guess what? It goes back to her regular hair because apparently it only works. She's a mermaid. Her hair is only red when she's a mermaid. Oh boy. Zane asks Emma about Miss Chatham and what she knows about her and what she knows about that day she saved her. She gives him the runaround. She denies anything else that happened. Obviously, this is a form of gaslighting, but this gaslighting is necessary because they cannot trust him. This man has been going around here shouting off about this sea monster since he got rescued. I'm not telling him anything. Now, I do still believe they should have told him, but I can understand, and I digress. Rikki and Emma both are confused as to how Emma's hair is back to normal all of a sudden. And I am with them on that because I think that's quite bizarre that it only is red when she's a mermaid. Zane finds Miss Chatham at the marine park and he is confronting her and threatening her at the same time. Luckily, Cleo shows up and puts a stop to it, threatening Zane to call security and feed him to the sharks. He tells Mr. Chatham that he'll just have to see if there's any evidence on her boat. Cleo asks Miss Chatham if there is any evidence on her boat, and by look on her face, it is. Cleo lets Lewis, Emma, and Rikki know that Miss Chatham's boat has pictures of her and her friends, even pictures of them as mermaids. So they need to get those pictures. Rikki, however, suspiciously leaves, which her friends question what is going on with her. Cleo can't go because she's got to go back to work, so it's all up to Emma. Emma and Lewis sabotage Zane's jet ski or Zodiac, and Emma is off to try to get those pictures before Zane sees them. Zane gets Nate to help him. Nate is afraid of sharks, mind you. I am with him on that. But Zane's able to convince him, even has to fix Zane's Zodiac. And even says, let's just see Lewis do that. Honey, Lewis is the one that sabotaged the damn Zodiac. He did do that. And they're off. Emma beats them to it, much to her struggles with her hair, which is not that bad, mind you. She gets inside of Miss Shadow's boat where she finds all the pictures. Zane and Nate have not shown up yet because they did get stopped by Rikki, who tried to prevent Zane from going by saying that she would go out with him if he did not pursue the sea monster thing. Obviously, he did not listen. They do eventually get there before Emma can actually leave. They make it into the water. Nate, however, goes back up to surface when he sees sharks. Zane, however, sees Emma as a mermaid, except he does not see her face. But now he knows he was rescued by a damn mermaid. Oh my god. So Emma gets back to her house where she shows Cleo and Rikki the pictures, and they all promise not to only keep secrets from each other, but to always stay together. They all agree. Rikki, being reluctant, mind you, agrees. They get to Juice Net Cafe where they run into Byron again, and Byron gives Emma another compliment, even saying she must have done something different with her hair. Emma this time takes it as a compliment. Once they get inside, they are met with Zane talking about him seeing a mermaid with red hair. Oh shit. He's told everybody. They definitely ain't gonna tell him. So no one believes him, and Emma even asked Nate if he saw anything. Nate said nope. So Emma says that he has obviously hit his head. Now, granted, of course, she has to say that because in reality, they are freaking out. She says that Zane must have seen her, but they quickly notice that Rikki's not with them. So they're wondering where she went. Rikki's obviously outside with Zane, who left because obviously he got embarrassed. Because, duh, dude, you didn't get a picture. How they gonna believe you from word of mouth? Like, you got to show evidence. He's upset, of course, and Rikki is able to stop him and tells him that, look, I'll date you, but no mermaids. And he agrees, no mermaids, and I'm guessing now they're fucking dating. Let's get into the review, and let's start off with this. Leo and Emma obviously can tell that Rikki is not telling them something and is keeping a secret from them. I don't know why she's keeping a secret from them. Not to mention, this man now knows that they are mermaids. He is not going to let this go, Rikki. You cannot secretly date this guy and keep this shit from your friends. This is literally a betrayal. Why is she not telling them the truth? Yeah, of course they're going to be upset, but they're going to be more madder when they find out that you are secretly dating him. I guess she doesn't care about that because she admitted herself. She likes Zane, but she doesn't know a reason why she likes him. She has nothing good to say about why she would like him. Ouch. And they date, I guess, with the agreement that he won't bring up mermaids. But, like, that's not a reason to date. Like, if you two actually like each other and you love each other, you should want to date each other based on those facts. Not because you want him to stop talking about mermaids. That's not a reason to be in a relationship. That's just as bad as dating because you have a baby together. Like, come on. This is dumb. That's not actually a reason to be in a relationship. So no, they're not going to work if that is what their relationship is stemming under. Because their relationship has this massive secret behind it and it's not going to stand. It's going to fall before they know it. I feel bad for Emma and Cleo because they are kept in the dark about this whole relationship. So I can imagine how they're going to feel when they find out. And it does not take that damn long, apparently. Because they find out in the very next episode we're about to talk about. So they wasn't that damn discreet. That is ridiculous. So I want y'all to guess how they handled that situation once they found out. Miss Chatham and Emma are on the same boat. I mean, I admitted this in the 13th episode that Miss Chatham had went through the same shit they all went through. So of course she knew everything. I've been saying this for a long ass time, but it's confirmed that the same thing that happened with Zane happened literally in the 1955. You know? So if anybody understands what Emma's going through, it's Miss Chatham. Even though that guy wasn't the one that gave them the problem with their secret, it was someone else, and we'll get to him when we get to that episode. But man, when I tell you that Emma must feel like utter crap because she already felt bad about actually saving Zane, which she felt bad because he saw her tail and it made things difficult for them having someone actually know their secret. But now that he has seen her as a freaking mermaid, like granted he didn't see her face, but now he knows. So she probably feeling very damn guilty and feel like a complete idiot for saving him. At least her friends are not making her feel like crap about it. But obviously, this episode was not about them giving red herrings to Zane about what was going on. It kind of was, but mostly it was about Emma dyeing her hair red because he actually believes the mermaid has red hair. That's the red herring. It's about Emma having red hair. It isn't about trying to trick Zane into thinking that it was something that it wasn't. But the fact of the matter is, it might also be the fact that Rikki's hiding a secret from them about her dating Zane. But who knows? Can y'all tell me what y'all think it is in the comments? And to be honest, what do y'all think about Emma's hair? Because I really did not think it was as bad as they were trying to make it out to be. It actually looked really good. But you know what? That might just be me. Reality, that's all I got for you guys today. This was a pretty good episode. Because the whole thing with Emma was pretty funny. Like the fact that Cleo told her that it was, I believe, Indian sunrise, but in reality it was like scarlet red, I think. And Emma asked Cleo if she's done this before, and Cleo told her that nope, she's seen videos, but she still let this girl do her hair. Like you could tell that it wasn't gonna go as what Emma wanted, and it was pretty funny. I think the downside for me is that Rikki chose to keep this relationship a secret. And that's the only downside. That really doesn't affect the entire episode. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys like the content. And again, let me know what you guys think. Watch the full episode before you watch this and then comment. But that's all I have to say. Have a blessed day, everyone. Have a wonderful day. And if no one has told you this today, I'm telling you, I love you. And I'll see you guys in the next one because you already know this ain't the last time we finna see each other. But until then, bye guys.